Just relax from all the worries, tension, anxieties. Just relax. And just sit unclutched. Just see your inner space is nothing but a bunch of disconnected, illogical, just random thoughts. Just witness each thought. And as you witness each thought, just unclutch and just sit in the space of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, pure space of unclutching. Space to a deep space of gratitude and devotion as we get ready to receive the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
कैलासोन्नत द्वादशान्त श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती समान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवर्तक श्रीमन् परम शिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान दीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यरंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सत्योजात निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग श्रीभूत परम सकल केशरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शबन शाक्याति महांतकार निर्वाण ज्ञान बाणु वीक्षणानर्घार्ह वचोचेतन पूर्वक विषवध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ महासंस्थान ज्ञान साम्राज्य शासक सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ तृणवत्युत्तर वशदतम गुरु महासन्निधान महानिर्वाणि पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर अटल पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर श्रीमद् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ जगद्गुरु भगवान श्रील श्री परमहंस नित्यानंद श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामी परात् परात् परात्
Nithyanandam, Kailasa welcomes you to the extraordinary spiritual season of the Avani Tiruvila Brahmotsavam. The Avani Tiruvila of Kailasa is a grand celebration of the cosmic play and divine sovereignty, a living reawakening of the miraculous Leelas, through which Paramashiva as Sri Somasundareshwara anchored enlightenment onto the planet Earth. This sacred festival forms the eternal bridge between the golden age of Kailasonada Shyamala Pita Sarvajna Pita and our contemporary realm. Today, we honor the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kailasonada Shyamala Pita Sarvajna Pita, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashhivam. In Kailasa's temples around the world, the deities of Somasundareshwara are gracing in the divine Alankara, in the Bananakku Angam Vettiya Leela. During the reign of Kulottunga Pandyan, there was an elderly sword-fighting master. One of his students, Sittan, was a wicked man who started his own school, lured away his master's students, and attempted to misbehave with the master's wife. Distraught, she prayed to Lord Sundareshwara. The Lord took the form of the elderly master, challenged Sittan to a duel, and systematically severed the body parts that committed the sins, the heart that lusted, the tongue that spoke ill, the hands that touched her, the eyes that looked at her, finally cutting off his head. Hearing of this, the king honored the true master. Just as Paramashiva protected the innocent by fearlessly confronting and disarming the wicked Sittan in the Bananakku Angam Vettiya Leela, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism demonstrates supreme valor by standing as an unyielding shield for the vulnerable against injustice. Embodying divine grace, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism extends the Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo pledge to grant absolute fearlessness and protection to all beings across the universe. Just as Somasundari Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as the embodiment of Paramashiva, continues to uphold Somasundareshwara's eternal commitment to restore justice, preserve dignity, and shower unconditional compassion on those who seek refuge. Let us now offer puja, where we mirror the neurological activity of the higher vertical time zones. Today, let us gain access, offer our deepest gratitude, and worship to the deities of Sri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Meenakshi Ambika Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Somasundareshwara Swami and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivamam and his deities in Kailasa's temples around the world.
ॐ सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमलगन्धपुष्पाम्बरं प्रसन्नवदनेक्षणं सकलदेवतारूपिणं स्मरेच्छिरसि हंसकं तदभिमानपूर्वं गुरुम् ॐ जीवन्मुक्तिपुरीशाय श्रीकण्ठाय नमोऽस्तु ते नमो हालास्यनाथाय शङ्कराय नमो नमः श्रीमत्सुन्दरनाथस्य देवीं शफरलोचनां कलये हृदये नित्यं कदम्बवनवासिनीम् अथ धूपः ॐ दशाङ्गं गुग्गुलोपेतं सुगन्धं च सुमनोहरम् आघ्रेयः सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् श्रीसर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्षी अम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः धूपमाघ्रापयामि अथ दीपः ॐ साज्यं त्रिवर्ति संयुक्तं वह्निना योजितं मया ग्रहाणमङ्गलं दीपं त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहम् श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्षी अम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः दीपं संदर्शयामि अथ नैवेद्यम् ॐ अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणीम् अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्षी अम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि नीराजनम् ॐ साङ्ग्रहण्येष्ट्यायजते इमां जनतां सङ्गृह्णानीति द्वादशारत्नीरशना भवति द्वादशमासा संवत्सरः संवत्सरमेवावरुन्धे मौञ्ची भवति पूर्वै मुञ्जाः ऊर्जमेवावरुन्धे चित्रानक्षत्रं भवति चित्रं वा एतत्कर्म कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं नमामि श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्षी अम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुंदरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि रक्षान्धारयामि शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तम्भस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलम् ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलम् कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलम् मङ्गलम् गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलम् परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलम् हरिः ॐ तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवपादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्
Nithyanandam. We welcome all the devotees and viewers here with us today for this divine darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashhivam. As we are all enjoying and experiencing this darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, let us take a few minutes to call and invite all our friends and family for today's darshan. As we are all enjoying this darshan, let us take a few minutes to reach out to all our friends and family on the digital media platforms. Since 2006, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has spearheaded simple enriching through digital platforms, establishing over 11.5 thousand digital media assets in over 108 languages and 150 regions around the world. As we are all enjoying this darshan, let us take a few minutes to start the sharing on the YouTube platform. All of us can open YouTube and head over to KAILASA's SPH Nithyananda, the YouTube channel. Click on the subscribe button if you have not already subscribed, and make sure to click on the bell icon to stay up to date and notified about all the news and information from Kailasa. After you have subscribed and clicked on the bell icon, open the live that is currently going on, the live stream in YouTube. In the live stream, you can click on the live chat section to post all your prayer requests, what you want to receive directly, the blessings from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. You can post those messages in the YouTube chat section to receive the direct blessings from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. You can also make sure to post this live, share the live link with all your friends and family, and like the video as well.
The next platform we have is Instagram. All of us can head over to Instagram and search for Kailasa as SPH Nithyananda. Once you see the official handle, click on it and make sure to follow the official handle of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Once you have done that, then you can click on the profile picture, which will take you to the live darshan which is happening right now, and you can view the darshan and also like the darshan, and in the comment section post your prayer requests, your gratitude messages at the lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for him to directly see and bless.
The next platform is X, formerly Twitter. All of you can head over to X and search for Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda Paramashhivam or Sri Nithyananda. Click on the profile of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and make sure to follow the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on X. Once you have followed, you can click on the topmost pinned post, and that will be the live that is currently going on. Make sure to like and share that with all your friends and family. And you can use the hashtag AskTheAvatar to post your prayer requests directly to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism through X.
The next platform is Facebook. All of us can head over to Facebook and search for Kailasa's SPH JGM Nithyananda Paramashhivam. This is the official page of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Once you see the page, click on the page and then you can make sure to follow and like the page, and then scroll a bit down. You will see the live darshan happening right now. You can like the live darshan and make sure to share the live darshan with all of your groups and Facebook pages that you are a part of, so that it notifies your social circle and all of the friends you have. And then you can also post your prayer requests, your blessing requests, and whatever you have that you want to share with Swamiji in the comment section to receive his direct blessings.
Next, we'll be entering into the Kailasa's parliamentary voting segment. Before we entering into the voting segment, let us take a few moments to watch the introduction video to today's voting topic.
For centuries, Hindu civilization has endured repeated invasions, destruction of temples and sacred institutions, colonial rule, suppression of indigenous education, and violence against Hindu communities. These were not only attacks on people, they disrupted living traditions, knowledge systems, sacred spaces, and the transmission of Sanatana Hindu Dharma from one generation to the next. Yet Hindu civilization continues to rise through revival. The SPH Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashhivam has dedicated his life to reviving Sanatana Hindu Dharma in its authenticity and completeness, preserving sacred scriptures, restoring Veda agamic worship, reviving Hindu temples, Gurukul education, spiritual sciences, and traditional knowledge systems. Through Kailasa's global communities and digital platforms, this ancient knowledge is once again being made accessible to Hindus and Sikhs around the world. The response to centuries of persecution is not hatred or retaliation. It is remembrance, preservation, ahimsa, and the powerful living revival of Hindu civilization.
Hindu communities have suffered terrorist violence targeting temples, pilgrims, worshippers, leaving loss, fear, disruption of sacred traditions. The United Nations theme, Healing Through Memory, reminds the world that honoring victims and preserving their stories can strengthen healing, dignity, and resilience. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashhivam, is reviving Sanatana Hindu Dharma through Kailasa by preserving scriptures, temples, rituals, Hindu education, and sacred knowledge. Through global communities and digital platforms, this living heritage is being protected and practiced and transmitted to the future generations. The question today for all the members of the Chitsabha Parliament is what policy should Kailasa adopt for remembrance and remembering Hindu victims of terrorism while strengthening Hindu civilizational continuity? The options we have is establish remembrance standards grounded in dignity, verified history, ahimsa, and non-retaliation, require permanent documentation of attacks on Hindu temples and pilgrims. Option 3, prioritize preservation of scriptures, temples, and community history affected by violence. And option 4, establish public communication standards that prevent remembrance from being heated or hatred towards any community. We request and invite all the members of the Chitsabha Parliament to head over to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes to cast your vote for the today's topic.
Next is for all the Rajya Sabha members of Parliament. The question is, how should Kailasa implement remembrance and revival for Hindu communities affected by terrorism and extremist violence? The options are 1. Create a verified digital memorial documenting victims and affected temples. Option 2. Conduct a global remembrance campaign through social media. Option 3. Partner with Hindu temples and organizations to preserve rituals and records from affected communities. Option 4. Launch youth heritage programs teaching Hindu history, spiritual traditions, and ahimsa based resilience. Now, all the Rajya Sabha members of Parliament can head over to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes to cast your votes for today's topic. With this, let us all continue to experience this divine darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashhivam. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Station of Paramashivas, Sada Nrittamurti, Natarajamurti, Chandadandavamurti, Prarthanamurti, Gauri Dandavamurti, Sandhya Nrittamurti, Bhujangatrasamurti, Bhujangalalitamurti. I bless you all with Paramadvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants from Tiruvannamalai, Inibisa, Bangalore, Adi KAILASA, Chit Sabha members and Rajya Sabha members, Kailasavasis, and all the e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet and internet. I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessings. Today, I initiate all the PSS participants into perpetual completion with root pattern. Anything which you have other than samadhi is pain pattern. Sit and complete, 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 rewrite, rewrite, rewrite. Whoever believes they have pain and the world has pain, do the samskara dahana kriya of deleting, completing, and rewriting, recreating. So complete, delete, rewrite, recreate for next 48 days. So Paramashiva's direct message from Mahakailasa: enlightenment is not the end of your struggles, it is the end of struggler. Listen, enlightenment is not the end of your struggles, but it is end of the struggler. The missing piece of the puzzle of human life is not that you have not found what you want, it is that you have not yet discovered who is wanting. Listen. You can transform your whole life within one day, 24 hours. Just if you use your emotions, whatever powers you have, your emotions to identify who is wanting. Listen. Look honestly at your own life. From morning, you are searching for money, for recognition, for the right relationship, for security, for respect, for somebody who will finally understand you. And after all this searching, you become exhausted and you ask, why am I still not fulfilled? The question is, listen, that question, that why am I still not fulfilled, is the true beginning of spirituality. Not because you have become religious, not because you have bought 5 books on enlightenment and placed them respectfully on your shelf so they can become enlightened while you remain exactly the same. I have seen people buying my Gita books and asking me to autograph. I also autograph and send my commentaries on Gita, Bhagavad Gita, and I also autograph and send when they ask. They keep it in the puja room. Sometimes after 3 years, 4 years, when I go to their house for Pada Puja or accepting Bhiksha, when I go to their puja room, first to plus, usually when I visit any devotee's house, first I will go to the puja room. I will see the book unsealed, unopened, not a single page read. Forget about reading, it's unsealed. I ask them, why? They say, Swamiji, we do puja every day, Swamiji. Hey, Bhagavad Gita is supposed to be read and digested, lived. You keep the pot full of nectar and do puja whole day. Will you become immortal? Hey, you need to drink it. You need to digest it. You need to make it as part of you. Today I am going to reveal to you Sadhana Chatushtaya, 4 powerful sacred emotions that have a capacity to make you experience Paramashivatva and whatever you want instantly. The good news is you can trigger them. The great news is you can do it today. All you need is you need to trigger them and let them express through you with total intensity. Listen. Your emotions are not obstacles on the spiritual path, and they are certainly not mere psychological weakness. When consciously directed, they possess the power to completely restructure your consciousness. Sometimes it does not take years of disciplined practice to change your direction in life. It only takes one authentic emotional breakthrough. And that breakthrough can absolutely happen to you today. Listen, in my own life, I have seen these 4 emotions not only giving me enlightenment, ultimate Paramashivatva, I have seen in my disciples' life, whoever uses these 4 emotions, they achieve the ultimate. The 4 sacred emotions I want you to understand and unfold before you manifest. I want you to manifest Vairagya. The first, Vairagya. The sacred disgust with unconscious living. Vairagya, the sacred disgust unconscious living. Viveka, the decisive discrimination between the eternal and temporary. The decision, the deciding power is vivek. Mumukshutva, the burning desire for the ultimate truth. Burning desire for the ultimate truth and Drida Sankalpa Nishta, the unshakable resolve that never gives up until self-realization is complete. Listen. Understand these 4 words. Disgust, Vairagya, the sacred disgust for the unconscious living. Viveka, the decisive discrimination. Discriminating decision power. Mumukshutva, burning desire for the ultimate truth. Drida Sankalpa Nishta, unshakable resolve that never gives up until the self-realization is complete. Understand clearly? Adi Shankaracharya himself, in the opening verses of the Viveka Chudamani, named these exact 4 as Sadhana Chatushtaya. The 4-fold qualification without which no sincere seeker can truly walk the path of self-knowledge. What I am revealing to you today is that these are not dry philosophical categories. They are the very same 4 inner movements ordinary people already use every day to chase wealth, status, success, anything you want. Today, I am showing you how these same 4 fires, rightly directed, become the engine that carries you straight into the living state of Paramashivam. Behind all 4 of these emotions is the 5th force, action, sadhana, without which even the most sacred emotion remains nothing more than a beautiful lifeless seed lying dormant in the soil. The beginning of the spirituality is not finding new answers. It is finally asking the right question. Listen. The first sacred fire, the sacred emotion is Vairagya. spiritual disgust, sacred disgust, the powerful inner cry that finally declares, I have had enough of living unconscious. I have had enough of living unconscious. I have had enough of living unconscious. Vairagya is not depression. It is not escapism. It is not hatred of life. It is the piercing clarity of seeing that your current unconscious patterns are simply too small a container for the infinite being that you are truly are. You truly are. Vairagya is not hating life. It is refusing to ask small things to do the job of God. Look at something very ordinary. You buy a phone. You are excited for 2 days. You are happy. On the third day, you are checking whether a newer model has arrived. You wanted the phone. You got the phone. Now you want the cover. Now you want the better cover. Then you discover someone else has a better phone. And suddenly yesterday's dream device has become today's evidence of your suffering. The object changes. The structure of the mind never changes. You got the relationship. Then you get the fear of losing it. You get the position. Then you get the burden of maintaining it. The world does not merely give you objects. The world gives you responsibility. The world gives you the responsibility of protecting the objects. Ask yourself honestly, am I living my life or am I maintaining a collection of things I once believed would make me happy? That question is Vairagya beginning to awaken. Adi Shankaracharya lists Vairagya as the first of the 4 essential qualifications of the sadhana chatushtaya. See, the book he names it as Viveka Chudamani. But the first qualification he describes is Vairagya. That's a funny thing. He did not name the book as Vairagya Chudamani. He names the book as Viveka Chudamani. But when he lists the 4 qualifications, the sacred emotions which can enlighten you right away, the first he lists as Vairagya. The first he spells out as Vairagya. Our own tradition is full of ordinary human beings in whom this fire exploded like lightning. Like lightning. I can give you the list. Arunagirinathar, Pattinatthar, Valmiki, Tulsidas, Nachiketa, Dhruva. I can give you the long list. Arunagirinathan was so disgusted by his life that he claimed the temple tower at Tiruvannamalai to end his life in despair. In that very moment, Subramanya caught him and turned his sacred disgust into enlightenment and manifested the ecstatic devotional poetry of Tiruppugal through him. Then Valmiki, he was just forest highway robber, the highway which is moving through forest. He was just forest highway robber. Ratnakara was cracked open by a single question from Maharshi Narada. When Narada asked, would his family share in the sins of his crimes, the answer of no ignited Vairagya, so total that he sat unmoving in meditation until an anthill grew over his body, and from it emerged the sage who gave the world the Ramayana. Pattinatthar, a wealthy merchant, saw a message left behind by his son. Kadatra usiyum varadugan kadaivalike. That single word shattered him completely. Means that even the broken needle which can't be used for stitching, that every needle will have a ear where you put the thread, that thread hole, the needle which is not useful, because the moment the thread hole is broken, the needle will not be useful for anything. Even that needle will not come with you forever. Even that you cannot take with you. That one statement. Kadatra Busiyum Varadagan Kadevadike. The Vairagya awakened in Pattinatthar. Angulimala, a feared killer, wearing a garland of human fingers, met Buddha face to face, and seeing Buddha's compassion, his own violence became unbearable for him. That Vairagya got triggered. He woke up. The Vairagya is awakened. Bhartrhari, the king poet, disillusioned by the hollow nature of a love he trusted completely, and walked away from his throne to write Vairagya Sadaka. Yagnavalkya, at the height of his worldly success, distributed all his wealth and walked into the forest. Not because he failed at life, because he had succeeded at it fully enough to see through it, and his Vairagya got awakened. Kabir, Sant Kabir, a simple weaver, looked at the religious pretensions of his time and said, I do not see God in either of your houses. Turning his disgust towards the hollow ritual into some of the most direct devotional poetry in our language, he became enlightened. The day you become genuinely disgusted with your own laziness in meditation, your half-hearted sadhana, and your habit of postponing, Your habit of postponing your liberation to someday, that day marks the true beginning of your life as a sincere seeker. Paramashiva Swarupa is such. The moment you understand, he takes over. You don't need to meditate. You don't need to concentrate. You don't need to hold the bhava. You don't need to hold the space. The moment you understand, he takes over. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, he takes over you and you are in Paramukti. Paramamukti. Listen. Listen intensely. When you are focusing on the source, when you are completely centered on observing the observer, witnessing the witness, on the source of who you are, in that Swarupa, Paramashiva lives as Swarupa Tirumeni. That Swarupa Tirumeni is what is the creator, sustainer. He is the rejuvenator and he pulls you out of delusion and he liberates. Listen. What I am teaching you is the highest Uttama Uttamottama sadhana. Just if you understand, it can take over. Even if you understand, actually, if you start observing the observer, you will see how what do you want manifest, because the observing consciousness is not a passive dead matter. It's a very active, high frequency cosmic source. It just manifests what you want. All you need is only one thing. By focusing, observing the observer, if you even experience once or twice, what you want is manifesting miraculously. You will be so enamored that source consciousness, that supreme consciousness will take over you. Listen, once you see the gym is making your body as you want, the biceps growing, abs, shoulders, naturally the gym takes over you. Once you see the pranayama strengthens your inner organs, and after the pranayama your face becomes fresh, eyes become sharp, all the senses are so alive. Once you see the result, then pranayama takes over you. Nobody needs to push you. You start doing it. You feel it as your part, your life. You are here for that. I tell you, exactly same. exactly same way. Even once you focus on the source, observing the observer, witnessing the witness, whatever you want starts manifesting miraculously. Simply that your Swarupa takes over you. Paramashiva is inside your Swarupa, having Swarupa Tirumeni. The supernal effulgence, superconscious form. I tell you, this Chaturmasya, these 4 months till the Navaratri, all of you focus on this Swarupa, Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva, and take refuge in Paramashiva's Swarupa Tirumeni and enrich the world with this Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo initiative of Kailasa. Listen. Paramashiva's Kailasa's Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo is not just about providing a safe haven like good food, good shelter, good clothes, and good medical care, good lifestyle. No. It provides good food, good shelter, good clothes, good care, good medical care, all of it. And it provides the real Abhayam ecosystem where you can completely take refuge at the Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva and become Paramashiva. Providing this ecosystem is the ultimate Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. Projects, purpose and fulfillment. So understand, take refuge into the Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva and enrich the world with Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo initiative. All the Kailasavasis, Rajya members, Chit members, reach out to every homeless shelter in your country. Reach out to every homeless person in your country. Reach out to your government that Kailasa is providing refuge for all. You need to know, even the rich countries, many rich countries, common man can't afford health care. How many of you know? 92% of Americans have delayed or avoided medical care because of the cost. Listen, just within last 48 hours, there was an article, there was a news in WION, WION. They say 92% of the surveyed adults have delayed or avoided medical care because of the cost. The survey have done over 1,500 US adults by a financial services firm. It found with young adults being the worst affected. According to the study, more than 94% of those in the age group of 18 to 28 have said that they have put off treatment for financial reasons. Followed by Americans between 29 and 44 years of age. The report says that the findings have highlighted a growing disconnect between having health insurance and feeling financially protected. The rising medical bills are allegedly pushing many American families to postpone treatment, cut back on essential spending, or fall into debt. Gender also plays a big role, and according to the study, women are more likely than men to delay medical care. Age and insurance status has further influenced those decisions. An uninsured, listen, according to a February 2026 analysis by a healthcare marketplace, an uninsured visit to a doctor office costs an average of $171 in US across major US cities. The financial strain is completely widespread. Around 85% of Americans say that they carry medical debt. A February poll by an American not-for-profit organization estimates total medical debt at $220 billion US dollar, or nearly about 960 USD for every adult with medical debt. A 2025 survey by the same American not-for-profit organization has found that nearly 1 out of 5 adults said that their health deteriorated after skipping a doctor's visit. Amongst the people in the age group of 64 and younger, that the number has jumped to 42%. Prescription medicines are also becoming less and less affordable. Another study by the American not-for-profit organization has found 31% of adults had switched to over-the-counter medicines because prescription drugs were simply too expensive. 19% admitted skipping doses or splitting pills to make their medication last longer. Healthcare costs across the United States are reportedly also rising amidst higher inflation. So listen, millions are suffering. You may think how Kailasa can afford to provide all this, because we found the dharmic way of living with the natural law of the cosmos. So natural law of the cosmos, listen, when you live in the natural law, with the natural law of the cosmos, you will be naturally awe with the cosmos. And whether physical health, mental health, emotional health, relationships, all that happens in such a supernatural way or naturally superb way, we are able to afford to give refuge for all. So, all Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members, initiated disciples, Kailasavasis, take this as a Guru walk. This Chaturmasya, Swarupa Samadhi, Paramashiva Swarupa Samadhi, take complete refuge in Paramashiva Swarupa and enrich the whole world with this Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo initiative. This is the message from Paramashiva directly from Mahakailasa for this Chaturmasya. Focus your life on this too. Blessings to every one of you. As the ultimate manifestation of Paramashiva's Ardhanarishwara Murti, Kalantaka Murti, Jvarabhagna Murti, I bless you all with Paramadvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants in Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, Kailasa Guinea-Bissau, Chit Sabha members and Rajya Sabha members, Kailasavasis and all the e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet and internet, I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessings. All the visitors, viewers, blessings to every one of you. Today, I initiate all the PSS participants into awakening of the ultimate gender, Ardhanarishwar. And I initiate all of you into the power of healing. From now, you will be able to heal yourself and others with this Ananda Gandha. Oh, oh, oh. Paramashiva's direct message from Maha Kailasa. Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. Listen. I speak to you today not just as a guru, but Paramashiva manifesting in the human frame as this being to give enlightenment and to bless the humanity. But what humanity does, as they usually do to all Buddhas, all incarnations. So today, I speak to you today not just as a guru, but as one who has walked the path of exile. Krishna has to live in exile. See, he moving to Dwaraka was exile. From Vrindavan Brij, from one corner of the Bharat to the other corner. As the one who has walked the path of exile, I speak as one who was forced to flee from the land of my birth, not because of any crime, but because I dare to revive the authentic Vedic Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the science of enlightenment, and establish a sovereign nation for 2 billion displaced Hindus worldwide. Listen, all the Hindus should know, as long as you are living under secular constitution, non-Hindu constitution, you are displaced. First, wake up to that truth. I, as the 293rd Sovereign Supreme Pontiff of the Shyamala Pita Sarvanya Pitam, the 203rd Sovereign Emperor of the Surangi Kingdom, I have been persecuted through 120 false legal cases, 70 assassination attempts, and a relentless campaign of hate speech spanning over 17,000 hours online and 25,000 print articles across more than 50 countries. This all, I'm talking with statistics. Yet I stand before you today not with bitterness, but with an open heart. For I know what it means to seek refuge. I know what it means to be turned away. And I know what it means to be persecuted by the deep state. And I know what it means to create a sanctuary where none existed. Kailasa is that sanctuary. Today I want to take you into the deepest truth of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the principle of Abhaya. The phrase Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo is not a slogan. Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo is not a slogan, not a poetic expression, not a diplomatic gesture. It's the ultimate vow, the ultimate declaration of protection to all beings without condition, without exception, and without limit. We find this vow not in the pages of mere philosophy, but in the living moment of the Ramayana, when a surrendered soul stood at shore and the Lord Rama himself declared, "To one who surrenders even once, I grant fearlessness from all beings. This is my vow. Bring him here," whether he is Vibhishana or even Ravana himself. That's what Rama declared. This is the moment that defines Dharma at its highest. When protection overrides suspicion, when compassion overrides strategy, when the vow of refuge overrides all counsel. This is Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. Lived, spoken, and sealed in the heart of Rama means embodiment of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Rama is Sanatana Hindu Dharma. For millions, Sanatana Hindu Dharma starts with Rama and ends in Rama. For millions, Sanatana Hindu Dharma starts with Rama and ends with Rama. If it is sealed in the heart of the Rama, it is sealed in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. And what is the true meaning of this Abhaya? It's not merely absence of external threat. It is the annihilation of fear itself from the heart of the surrendered one. When Rama declares Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo, he is not saying, "I will protect you from this enemy in this situation for this day." No. He is saying, "I will protect you from all beings in all situations for all time, past, present, and future." This is the promise of the Supreme Being to every soul that seeks refuge. This is why the Upanishads declare, Isha Smat Vataha Bhavate. Even the wind blows in fear of him. The sun rises in fear of him. And death itself runs away in fear of him. But to the one who surrenders, the same Supreme Being becomes not an object of fear, but the very source of absolute fearlessness. But to the one who surrenders, the same Supreme Being becomes not an object of fear, but the very source of absolute fearlessness. He who makes the entire universe tremble becomes the sole refuge for the trembling soul. This is the paradox of the divine grace. This is the heart of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. This is Abhaya. Today I have declared Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo to all who seek refuge in KAILASA. I have opened the doors of KAILASA, not for a select few, not for the worthy alone, not for the who pass a test of purity or qualification. The doors are open to all. Now, the question is not whether the doors are open. The question is, will you enter? I have spoken. KAILASA stands as the eternal sanctuary for all who seek fearlessness. My vow has been made. My protection has been declared. The only thing remaining is your surrender. Come, take refuge. Come, leave your fears behind. Come, enter the doors of KAILASA and receive the supreme gift of Abhaya. Say it now from the depth of your heart. Tavas, I am yours. I tell you, anyone who declares Tavas, I am yours. I declare Tavas, I am yours. Listen. Tavasmi is the only Mahavakya which Guru also tells and disciple also tells. Listen. In Tattvamasi, Guru tells Tattvamasi. Disciple declares only as Aham Brahmasmi. Both cannot declare the same Mahavakya. But in Tavasmi, disciple declares, Tavas, I am you. Guru declares, Tavas, I am you. Hear my response, echoing the eternal vow of Rama himself. Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. This is my vow. This is my promise. This is my protection. This is the refuge of KAILASA. And it is yours right now. Right now, right here, forever. Listen, from today till Guru Purnima, I am going to do tell all Satsang. I am going to talk everything about the persecution I went through and the exile and this whole year, the day, see, the reasons why I left Bharat, all the persecution by the deep state, and why I left, why I was forced to leave Bharat, leaving the whole kingdom I built, and what all I went through, where all I went, and till now. The way Paramashiva manifested Kailasa, and now the way Kailasa is available for all. Giving Abhayam. I am going to tell all, including the names. I am going to name. I am going to name all those deep state people who persecuted me, and I am also going to name all those who supported and helped me in every level. So this is going to be a tell-all satsang. Sit up. This series is going to be tell-all satsang. Please understand. One journey of seeking refuge has become a mission of offering refuge to others. Please understand. I am the one who was forced to flee. I am the one who sought refuge from different nations and was met with silence for over many years. And I am the one who, through that experience of being denied, become determined to ensure that no other refuge would ever be denied. In 2019, the Gujarat police claimed I was forced to leave Bharat, but the truth is I left Bharat in 2018 itself. Gujarat police claimed in 2019 I was forced to leave my home and I fled. But the truth is deeper. I sought refuge. In 2018 itself, I faced 70 plus assassination attempts. I faced 250 plus various assaults on myself, my monks, my nuns, and my disciples. My Sangha faced so many assaults, including sexual assaults on my nuns, my disciples, including young girls, from those who were trying to attack me and my mission, my Sangha. I faced the destruction of heritage properties worth millions of USD. Actually, heritage properties have no value because it's heritage. It's beyond any value. I faced 120 false legal cases, a lawfare, thoroughly conspired, organized, orchestrated lawfare. Please understand. I am not sharing all these for sympathy. And I am not the person who expects sympathy. No. I am sharing this for context. When I sought refuge, the world was silent. That silence taught me something profound. If the existing nations would not offer refuge, I would create a nation that would offer for me and for all. Kailasa was born from that determination. From that Paramashiva's Satya Sankalpa, the pure Anugraha space, Kailasa was born. My journey of seeking refuge became now a mission of offering refuge to every displaced Hindu, every persecuted soul, every person who has been told they do not belong, every human being who seeks refuge. From Kailasa silence to earth's slander I came. From eternal refuge to seeking refuge in caves I myself built. From Trishula in hand to FIRs in my name. And now Kailasa is the refuge that the world refused to give. Someone might ask, but SPH, why did not you just stay and fight? My answer, I did stay. I fought for decades. I faced 70 assassination attempts. Do you think I was hiding? I was standing. But when the system is broken, when the law is weaponized against the truth, you don't just fight harder, you build smarter. You create a new system. You revive the original system of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. That is what Kailasa is. Anatasya Janasyasya Durbalasya Tapasvinaha Yogadischaranam Chasitsa Nadaha Kvanugachati. Ramayana Ayodhya Kanda. Anadasya Janasyasya Durbalasya Tapasvinaha Yogadissaranam Chasitsa Nadaha Kvanugachati. He who was the refuge and protector of these helpless, weak and afflicted people. Where is that Lord going now? When I read these words from the Ramayana, I see myself. I see the people who wept when Rama left Ayodhya. They wept not because they are losing a king. They wept because they were losing a protector. And I think when I was forced to flee, did my disciples weep because they were losing their guru? Or did they weep because they were losing a protector? And now, when others flee to me, when others seek refuge, do I become their protector or do I turn away? The Sanatana Hindu Dharma teaches me The one who has been a refuge must become refuge. There is no middle path. The one who has been refuge must become refuge. There is no middle path. From seeking refuge to creating refuge, from surviving persecution to restoring hope, from one life transformed to transforming the lives of many. You know, they said he fled. I said I advanced in a different direction. You know, they said he fled. I said I advanced in a different direction. They said he is a fugitive. I said I am a founder. They said he is hiding. I said I am building. Please understand, there is a difference between running away and running towards something. I was running towards Kailasa. Before Kailasa even had a name. From seeking safety to creating safe havens for humanity. When I was forced to leave my home, I did not seek revenge. I sought safety. I was denied my request for personal protection. I did not despair. I created a safe haven. When the nations ignored my appeals for many years, I did not give up. I built a nation that would never ignore the cries of the persecuted. This is the journey from seeking safety to creating safe havens. Kailasa is not just a country, it is a movement, a promise, a living embodiment of the principle that no one should be left without protection and shelter. We have established centers around the world, from Madurai in India to Selayang in Malaysia, from Rajapalayam to Los Angeles. Wherever there is a Hindu in need, there is a Kailasa center offering safety, spiritual sustenance, and the opportunity to reconnect with their sacred traditions. From Bhasma of stars to ashes of my ashram, they burn both. From Nandi's back to courtroom benches, Dharma rides where it must. From Ganga in my jata to tears in my eyes, both purify. Listen. from bhasma of stars to ashes of my ashrams. They burn both. From Nandi's back to courtroom benches. Dharma rides where it must. Ganga in my jata to tears in my eyes. Both purify. But here is the thing. I took those ashes and built a phoenix. Rose like phoenix bird. I took those tears and built an ocean of compassion. I took that persecution and built a nation. From seeking safety to creating safe havens for humanity. Somebody asked, SPH is not Kailasa just a symbolic nation? How can you offer real refuge? My answer, let me ask you, what makes a nation real? Is it land? Kailasa is a land. Sovereign land itself. Not just the land we have through our temples, our ashrams, our centers around the world. No. We have sovereign land. Apart from the land we have through our temples, our ashrams and our centers around the world. Is it people? Kailasa has millions of citizens across 150 countries. Is it a government? Kailasa has a functioning administration, a constitution, a flag, a currency, a passport. Is it recognition? Not only we are recognized, we have signed a diplomatic relations with many countries. Please understand, Kailasa is as real as any nation. The only difference is we were born from love, not war. We were built from compassion, not conquest. We offer refuge, not just borders. Manusmriti says, Aditim saranam praptam saranya saranaikshinam sarvasvenapi samrakshet samvivajya yadochitam. Having received a guest who has come seeking refuge, one should share food and hospitality with them appropriately. Globally, Kailasa has served 2 billion free sattvic vegetarian meals to date and continues to serve. This is not merely charity. This is the embodiment of ancient Hindu principle of Annapurna, the goddess of nourishment. From save me to I'll save them. From my survival to their revival. From healing my wounds to healing the world. You know, when people ask me, SPH, how do you feed billions? I say, one meal at a time, and also we have really good cooks. But seriously, Annadanam is not just about food. It's about saying to the hungry soul, you matter. Your hunger matters. Your life matters. Your existence matters. Poor lives matter. People create hashtags, taglines, war cries. They create Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, Christian lives matter, Muslim lives matter, Hindu lives matter. I tell you, every life matters. Poor lives matters. This is what Kailasa is all about. The experience of displacement can inspire a lifetime of service. Please understand, I have been displaced. From Maha Kailasa to Bhuloka, I voluntarily came. But from Bhuloka, being pushed back, I have been forcibly displaced. I have been persecuted. I have been falsely accused. I have been vilified in the media and social media across more than 50 countries. But I tell you, oh my beloveds, these experiences have not broken me. They have forged me. They have purified me. They have prepared me for the greatest service of my life. The revival of the ancient, enlightened, Sanatana Hindu civilization. When the world turned its back on me, I turned towards the world with even greater compassion. I realized that my displacement was not a curse, but a calling. I realized that my persecution was not a tragedy, but a transformation. The pain of exile opened my heart to pain of all exiles. All those who are forced to exile. The loneliness of being denied refuge made me determined to become refuge for all who are denied. From surviving persecution to serving protection. From one meal a day to feeding thousands. From no rights to writing rights for others. This is the alchemy of the soul. Alchemy of superconsciousness. Suffering transformed into service. Pain transmuted into purpose. Exile reborn as a nation of hope. From scars that ashamed me to marks that guide me. From why did this happen to look what happened through this. From borrowed courage to lending courage. From why did this happen to look what happened through this. Many ask SPH, how do you stay positive after all that persecution? I answer, usually first I laugh. Seriously, I laugh. When they file 120 false cases, I laugh. When they spread 17,000 hours of hate speech, I laugh. When they make 70 assassination attempts, I laugh. Why? Because they can take my freedom, they can take my land, they can take my name, they cannot take my conscious joy. They cannot take my superconscious purpose. They cannot take my superconscious KAILASA mission. Please understand, persecution is just the universe's way of testing whether you really mean what you say. And I really mean it. Sitting in this very swing, 8 years before I declared, universe has no other choice to follow me. Sitting in this same swing, I declare again. That is what exactly has happened and happening. This swing is the witness. We have even the video record. Amidst the persecution of the deep state, amidst the 70 assassination attempt, 120 false cases, and everything, sitting in this very swing, I declared, universe has no choice but to follow me. Today, Paramashiva has proved it. He made it. Now I am again declaring, universe has no choice other than to follow me. I made it. Making it will make it. I am actually in my ultimate bliss, in my ultimate mood. Taittiriya Upanishad declares, Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Aditi Devo Bhava. Be one for whom the mother is God, the father is God, the teacher is God, and the guest is God. Known what it means to be without a home. I have known what it means to be without a country. I have known what it means to be without a name. When I was unlawfully apprehended by deep state, rogue law enforcement authorities, I was placed under the shadow of persecution fueled by media's hate campaign, hate speech. This despite the absence of any victim or formal accusation pertaining to allegations of sexual misconduct. Now I am challenging the whole Indian media to show me single rape case, FIR filed, without a victim mentioned in the complaint or FIR. And it is not even the complaint, some name is mentioned that some person has been raped and they hide the name in the FIR. Not even those kind of example. Neither there is a rape allegation in the FIR, nor there is a rape allegation in the complaint, but the FIR is filed for rape. Neither there is a rape allegation or a victim name in the complaint, nor there is a victim name or a rape allegation. Means that for rape allegation, the fundamentals is needed. First, a victim and the date, time, place. Nothing of this exists, but the FIR is filed for rape. I am challenging the whole Indian media. Show me a single another case. Then I'll accept I am not persecuted. Single one more case similar to this in the whole independence Indian legal history. After the India's independence, almost 4 lakh rape cases are filed. Show me a single one other than the case filed on Nithyananda. Neither rape allegation, rape victim name in the complaint, nor the rape victim name in the FIR, nor the fundamental ingredients which constitutes a rape, a possible rape. I have had my bank accounts illegally frozen, depriving my monks of their daily sustenance. I have endured 70 plus assassination attempts. But every act of persecution has been a step towards liberation. Every false accusation has been an opportunity to demonstrate the truth. Every assassination attempt has been a reminder of the preciousness of life and the sacred duty to protect it. I have one more challenge for the media. The whole Tamil Nadu media, show me a single case where the alleged rape has happened in some other state, but Tamil Nadu police files the FIR and starts the investigation. Then I will accept that I am not persecuted. It was only prosecution. I throw these two challenges to the whole Indian media who try to claim, all those who try to claim, not just media, all those who try to claim that I fled, I am a fugitive. Come on. Just give me these two proof. Answer me. Answer my these two questions. If you can't answer, keep quiet and accept. I am persecuted, not prosecuted. I am not fugitive. I am a persecuted individual, victim of deep state persecution. I know what it means to be without a country, without a nation, without a home. Even now I remember one of my sannyasini. For something she asked. Actually, when I was entering into a refugee commission office, she was trying to open the door for me. As usual, you know, in my ashrams, wherever I go, always the sannyasis will be there to open the door. She was trying to do the same service for me. I said, stop all this. Don't you remember? We lost the nation. We are orphans now. But at the same breath I said, this is time to create Hindu nation, Kailasa. Kailasa is the living proof of this transformation. It's the nation born from exile. It's a civilization revived through persecution. It's a service that flows from the suffering, from begging for mercy to giving mercy freely, from victim of history to author of the future, from darkness that swallowed me to light that I carry and radiate. Every refugee deserves not only protection, but the opportunity to flourish. When I was forced to fled my home, I sought protection. But I also sought something more. The opportunity to continue my mission, to revive the authentic Sanatana Hindu Dharma, to offer spiritual guidance to 2 billion Hindus worldwide. Protection without purpose is a prison. Safety without service is a cage. That is why Kailasa offers not just protection but flourish. We are not just a refugee camp, we are a sovereign nation. We are not a temporary shelter, we are a permanent home. We offer not just safety from persecution, but the freedom to practice Hinduism authentically, to preserve our culture, to preserve the enlightened civilization, to raise our nation in our traditions, to raise our children in our tradition, to contribute to the world as proud Hindus, proud Sanatanis. From the cages they built to keys now I forge. From surviving nights to creating new dawns. From ashes of my past to fire in their future. This is what every refugee deserves. This is not just to survive, but to thrive. Not just to be protected, but to be empowered. Not just to exist, but to flourish. Sometimes people ask me, SPH, but there are 120 million refugees in the world. How can Kailasa help them all? Listen, one soul at a time, one family at a time, one community at a time. Please understand, I am not trying to save the whole world by myself. I am creating a model. I am establishing a system. I am reviving a principle. The principle is Abhaya. The system is Kailasa. The model is enlightenment ecosystem. When others see this model, they will replicate it. When others see this system, they will adopt it. When others see this principle, they will live it. That is how we help 120 million refugees globally. Not by doing it all by ourselves, but by showing the world how it can be done. We are also ready to do all by ourselves. It's not that we are trying to disown the responsibility. Vasishta's Dharma Sutra says, Gramyascha Sabbrahmano Vishayi Gaschagamyaya Naditi Praptakalo Apraptakalo Va Nadikir Grihe Vaseda Bojanaha. One shall not turn away a guest who arrives in the evening. He shall not live in the house without taking food. The duty to offer food and shelter is unconditional and takes precedence over all other personal considerations. When I speak of flourishing, I speak more than survival. I speak of the revival of a civilization. Hinduism is not recognized as a religion in over 66 countries, creating systematic barriers to religious freedom for displaced Hindu communities globally. Listen, 66 countries do not recognize Hinduism as a religion. In Bangladesh, over 2010 incidents of violence against Hindus were documented within 16 days. One paksha, including the destruction of 69 temples and the displacement of hundreds of families. In Pakistan, the Hindu community has shrunk from 15% in 1947 to just 1.6% today, with the frequent temple demolitions and forced marriages. In Malaysia, Hindu temples are routinely demolished under the urban development pretexts. This is not protection, this is persecution. This is not safety, this is systemic elimination. And this is why now Kailasa exists and Kailasa is revived. We are not just protecting Hindus, we are providing them with the opportunity to flourish, from surviving genocide to seeding generation. from memories that haunt to memories that honor. From graves I dug to gardens I grew. From the graves I was forced to dug to gardens I grow now. I am offering refuge to all those persecuted Hindus in Bangladesh, Pakistan, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, any country. If you are watching this satsang and you know someone who needs refuge, please share this with them. Kailasa's doors are open. We give refuge to all. Humanitarian leadership begins when compassion becomes action. I have known what it means to see suffering and do nothing. I have known what it means to watch the world turn its back on the persecuted. I have known what it means to cry out for help and hear only silence. But I have also known what it means to take action when the world would not offer refuge. I built a nation. When the nations would not protect the persecuted, I created the sanctuary. When the international community would not recognize the plight of Hindus, I established a sovereign state that represents them, becoming the refuge for all persecuted Hindus. From being hunted to becoming the guardian. From prayers unanswered to becoming the answer. From exile to exodus, leading others out. From exile to exodus, leading others out. To Kailasa, to safe haven, to refuge. This is what humanitarian leadership looks like. It is compassion that has grown, hands to build, feet to walk, a voice to speak. It's not just feeling, it is doing. It's not just praying, it is acting. It's not just hoping, it is building. From waiting for rescue to becoming the rescue. From broken trust to trustworthy leader. From trauma I carried to triumph I deliver. Many ask me, SPH, but isn't building a nation a bit extreme? Couldn't you just start a charity? No? I tell you, I started charities, I started ashrams, I started spiritual movements, and they were all destroyed. My ashrams burnt, my temples demolished, my monks attacked, my nuns assaulted. Please understand, when the system is against you, you don't just work within the system, you create a new system. When the system is handled by the deep state and it is against you, you don't just work within the system, you create the new system. When the world won't protect you, you build a world that will. That is not extreme, that is survival. This is not extreme. This is survival. This is leadership. This is dharma. From being statistics to changing statistics. From prison to freedom, I give to all. From hand that begged to hand that gives and lifts. I have seen the suffering of the world. I have witnessed the persecution of Hindus in many countries. India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and beyond. I have heard the cries of women and children who have been displaced, denigrated, and destroyed. And I have acted. I have gathered the twigs of faith and the fire of determination. I have built KAILASA. But this is not the end. It's only the beginning. KAILASA is not just a nation. It's a movement. It's a model. It's a proof that compassion can become action. That suffering can become service. That exile can become a nation. From blessing cremation grounds to being cremated in the headlines, from granting fearlessness to being called dangerous, from drinking ala hala to drinking poison of their lies, I am still standing. I am still serving. I am still alive, kicking around, and built the nation. For me and for all those persecuted. True greatness is measured by how many lives are restored. Please understand, I am not interested in power. I am not interested in wealth. I am not interested in recognition. I am not interested in any of this. I am interested in only one thing. And one thing only, restoring lives. When I established KAILASA, I did not do it for personal glory. I did it for the glory of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. I did it for the glory of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, 2 billion Hindus. I did it for the glory of every soul that has been displaced, denigrated, and denied. From my rescue to their resurrection. From sympathy I crave to strategy I create. From rags of rejection to robes of responsibility. True greatness is not measured by how many people serve you. It is measured by how many lives you serve and how many lives you restore. It is measured by how many refugees you welcome. It is measured by how many persecuted souls you protect. It is measured by how many displaced families you help rebuild. From the family I gave up to family I found in humanity. From the language I was denied to languages I preserve. From language I was denied to languages I preserve. This is the greatness I seek. This is the greatness I offer. This is the greatness of Kailasa. Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. All those who need refuge, who want refuge, listen. Even if you want to work full time for enlightenment, but society is not ready to give you food and basic needs for you to focus on enlightenment, I give you refuge. Not only I give you food, shelter, all you need, including enlightenment ecosystem for you to get enlightened. Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo. Come with the word Tavasmi. I am here to give you the word Tavas. I am yours. Blessings to everyone. We will continue. I'm going to continue in further satsangs. Blessings. Today, I have two great digital gifts from Kailasa for all of you. First is the digital book, Instant Tools for Blissful Living. And the second is Annapurni Yantra. Receive it and enjoy it. Blessings. Blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूपा परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्ध दिव्यज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागमसारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचिह्न काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम् अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन्